In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a little dashboard in Excel environment with pivot tables and slicers. I have a simple and small data set here, data extracted from Salesforce. You have different columns as you can see here. These are the data for cells. You have the amount for each of the opportunities that have been created in Salesforce. Let's create a pivot table quickly. You select your data set, go to Insert from the top ribbon and select Pivot Table. It will display the range you have selected and you hit OK. And then you need to add values to your rows, columns, and values. Let's add a stage here as the first item. And then let's add a numerical value to the values. I have amount here. I will add it here. And then let's add a close date as column as well. All right, now we have our pivot table. I'm going to select the values and format them. Good. Now I have my first pivot table, which shows the values by stage and by the year of close date. Let's make a little bit of change here. If I hit to view, I would like to remove the grid lines. And if I hit to design, I would like to change the shape of my dashboard. I will select this one. Let's create another pivot table. I can simply select the pivot table that I have already created, copy that and paste it here. Now on the second pivot table, maybe I would like to display something else. I will select show fields, and let's say that we are no longer interested in dates. So I will get rid of all of these dates that are displayed here. And let's say I'm not interested in stage anymore, but I'm interested in lead source. Right. So we have our two pivot tables here. You can give a name, let's say amount by stage, and let's call the other one amount by lead source. Let's make it red and bold, red and bold. Well, you can do all the type of um, designs as you wish. You can add multiple pivot tables. You can even change your pivot tables into graph. Let's say we would like to change the second table that we have into a graph. And well, I would like to sort this from descending to ascending first, and then I would like to have it in a graph form. All you have to do is click on row labels. If you select sort A to Z or Z to A, it will only do sorting on the header, but you would like to sort values by the type. So I would select descending Z to A by, and then you have this option to select sum of amount, which I will select. And now the values are sorted from the highest to the lowest. I will select somewhere within my pivot table and then head to insert, and let's look at what recommended charts we have. We have the column chart. Line chart doesn't mean much. Pie chart we have, and other type of charts that are available here. I'm just going to select the column chart. Fantastic. I do not like to display buttons, so if you hover over one of the buttons and right click on it, and then you can select hide all the field buttons. We do not need the total, and I do not like to display the numbers on the side as well, and I genuinely do not like the um, grid lines. So I will get rid of those, but I would like to display numbers on top of each one of these bars. So all you need to do, go to design, and then from add chart elements, and go to data labels, and you can select one of the options. I'm going to select outside in, and there we go. We have our numbers. Some of them are overlapping. Maybe if I make it a little bit bigger, it will look bit better. Um, and what I can do is that I will put it here so that it covers my table. Or you can cut your table and put it somewhere else on this sheet, to the far end of the sheet, so that you cannot see this, right? Now, what we like in a good dashboard is the ability to filter. And in order to do that, all you have to do is select one of the pivot tables that you have, and then head to pivot table analysis. And then on the filter section, you have insert slicer. You can select whatever you like here. I am going to select 2 items here. Let's say select type and industry as filter. And I will click OK, and I will put them on the side here, industry and type. Now, let's have a look. If I selected, I would like to make it a little bit smaller so that you can see how the numbers change. If I selected new business, the top table will change, but the graph doesn't change. Or if I selected banking, again, the top table changes, but nothing happens on the graph, and that is not what we want. So you can click on here in order to clear your filters, and then you select one of the slicers that you have. A new tab is added on top called Slicer, and then there's a section called Report Connections. And there you have the pivot tables available on this sheet. As you can see, only pivot table 1 is selected. I'm going to select the second one as well, and that way when I select a value, then the filters will apply there as well. I will do the same thing with the type as well, Report Connections, and select pivot table 2 as well. One of the good things you can do is that on the pivot, you can right click on your pivot table, click on pivot table options, and can give it a name. Let's call it view by stage. This way, if you have multiple pivot tables on a sheet, that's much easier for you to know which pivot table you would like to apply the slicer to. Now, if I select this industry again and go to report connection, as you can see, we have view by stage name displayed here. Anyway, now if I selected banking, as you can see, both top table and bottom graph has changed. Now let's select new business add-on, and again, the changes are applied to both of them. You have this option to select multiple values. If you hold Control key and then click on different values, then it will select multiple values for you on the pivot table. Now, here it is how to create a dashboard in Excel environment with pivot tables and a slicer. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions on Excel that I can answer or create a video, please let me know on the comment section. Thank you.